Welcome to Come 5 number 2. This is about indigenous erasure off of TikTok. This is my second attempt at this. I deleted my first attempt because I relied on Google and Google wouldn't give me what I needed. And I don't want to tell you guys any lies. And I've also said something about some videos I did. So those videos are here. So that people can't hold my foot to the fire because I was trying to equate Native Americans' migration from Asia or whatever. However, as I'm learning now, a lot of that shit has been slightly debunked. So they're saying that the land bridge was debunked, and I had believed the land bridge theory because initially, and I'll get laughed at because I got laughed at in college about it, I initially believed the Native Americans were Atlantis, which could work for the Asiatic point. However, they debunked some of the land bridge theory because I used to believe that there was a great splinter. Now, I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong, but I'm going to own my videos because I know somebody's going to, well, even you used to believe. Yeah, I used to believe. I still got the encyclopedias, but I'm no longer sure. Let's put it that way. Let me be honest. I am no longer sure, but I do know that Native Americans have Asiatic looks. All right? But that does not mean that they are truly from Asia. And I could be wrong about that shit. However, there's a lot of indigenous erasure going on. And there are some black people who are saying that the slave trade worked in reverse. And I don't think that's mathematically possible. So I need anybody who does mathematics a lot better than my dumb ass to give me your rough interpretation of how the fuck is there more Africans in Africa if life supposedly began in America and that black people were in America before anybody else was. Alright? So I need to know. I need to know because this indigenous erasure shit is getting on my everlasting last fucking nerve. And, I will say, I'm going to say this. There are slight similarities with certain Mongolian tribes and native tribes. I have a video on that too. So in case somebody wants to bring me to the fire, because I talked about totem poles, and there were some totem poles found in Mongolia, and the totem poles on the west coast, natives did that. All right, so we got that out the way. However, natives have Coyote the Trickster, Deer Woman, Bigfoot, and a whole spoof of other Native American deities. Mongolia don't have none of that shit. They may have Bigfoot, but as for the rest of that shit, they don't have any of that shit. Mongolians don't have the Deer Woman and other native deities like Coyote the Trickster, Wendigo, SWs, and I'll spell that for y'all for those who are superstitious. SKINWALKERS. Alright. Now, Mongolians don't have that. So that's a whole complete Native American thing. But it's funny that the black people going around hollering that natives are not indigenous don't have these folklores, these tales, these things that are important above all else with Native people. But they're saying Native Americans aren't the real Native Americans. They're also saying that the slave trade worked in reverse. Now, I attempted in the last video to get Google to tell me the population of Africa with naturally black African people, male and female didn't matter as long as they were African people. And I won't counting the white South Africans that moved in and lived there and colonized. Won't talk about none of them. Natural born Africans, which means you were born on Africa, you have no ties to anywhere else, just Africa. Alright? Compared to the population of black Americans who are descendants of slaves and are probably mixed like me. Alright? Now, my DNA test, as I told y'all before, that bitch was crazy. Because apparently I'm a white man. but it has black DNA too, and then it has DNA, and they just upgraded it, so I need to go and check it out. But it has like 4 or 5 missing genomes of DNA that's unanswered for. So we're assuming that that's like the native shit, because it's like 9, 10 something percent. I don't really know what the fuck the percent is. I don't really care, because Ancestry wouldn't even tell me what my fucking haplotype was, or hepo, whatever the fuck you call those two things. I know you need a phenotype and a hepo group, and Ancestry ain't do none of that shit. So I gotta take another DNA test. Looking to see a 23andMe. That is not relevant to this goddamn video, but as soon as I get money, that's what I'm gonna do, which is gonna have to happen after I get my car inspected. But other than that, fucking as for the American black people, male or female, Google wouldn't give me that population either. But I do know for a motherfucking fact that Africa is way bigger than the United States. And I'm not talking about Canada connection and South America connection. I'm just talking about Africa itself and the United States of America, the 50 states, including Hawaii and Alaska. Now, Alaska is the biggest state. Alaska and Texas, they are the biggest states. And somehow or another, they're not so vastly populated that people can still move there and have plenty of fucking space. Where fucking Africa by itself has more black people there. And I will call them Africans to be respectful, but for the sake of this video, they have more black people there. I need somebody in the 251 of you to be a mathematician. Calculate this shit for me and let me know, so that I won't be completely and totally wrong, even if I am feeling like I'm slightly wrong. But I know goddamn well that if the slave trade worked in reverse, there probably wouldn't be any black people here, because you'd have to take more than half the population to populate a whole goddamn continent. Notice I didn't say country, continent. Even though it's kind of both, it just depends on who you talk to. Because Egypt is a country in Africa, and Africa is a country and a continent at the same time. Don't ask me how this shit works. Talk to a genius. Don't talk to me. But the simple fact of the matter is that the African population is far larger than the American population of black people who are descendants of African slaves. Now, these motherfuckers done said that this shit worked in reverse, which was like, so you took 75% of black people from America, because that's the only psychological, mythological, and possibility, that was a good word, right? Possibility of Africa tripling up. And you don't hear too many reports of African inbreeding, unless that's like something that I don't know about. But for America, we all know that there's been some inbreeding when it came to slaves. But, along with other vile and horrible shit. But here's the thing. And I don't know why my black side is doing this. It hurts my feelings that I have to jump down people's throat about this shit, because I am part black. I'm also part white, and I'm also part native. And I'm fighting on my Native American side to keep what's left of my culture. I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and let my black side destroy my native side, just because they don't want to be associated with slaves of Africa. Well, here's the thing. Africans weren't the only slaves. There were white slaves. There were native slaves. So me being black, native, white, or native, black, white, or white, black, native, or black, white, native, and I'm making sure I covered it all so that I don't know if I offend everybody. I'm pretty sure all my ancestors came from slaves. And I'm not mad about that shit. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. But I'm not gonna sit here and fucking erase my black culture because the slave trade worked in reverse. I'm not going to erase my native culture to appease my black culture. In case y'all forgot, I went through a lot of black racism as a kid. A lot of black racism. I had to prove my blackness over and over and over and over and over again. And sometimes I feel like I'm still trying to prove my blackness. And it's just never going to be enough. But I've accepted myself for being native, black, and white. For being black, native, and white. For being white, black, and native. It doesn't matter how you line it up. I know my fucking roots. You know, like I said, my mom was white as snow. Her parents was mixed. Her daddy was white and black. Her mom was native and black, or all native. We don't know because she was adopted. My dad's dad was all black. My dad's mom was native. My dad's mom's mom was native. So I know where I came from to an extent. Now I still got genealogy to do. I still got a lot of work to do on my reconnecting journey. But the fact of the matter is that my black culture is trying to wipe out my Chinese, my Native American culture. I'm not Chinese. I was trying to say Cherokee, but I'm worried about the Cherokee because that's the go-to race that everybody uses when they say they part Native. Oh, I'm part Cherokee. Let me tell y'all before I even end this video, it being part Cherokee is kind of scary. Not because of folklore or any of that other bullshit. Being part Cherokee is kind of scary because everybody and their mom is a Cherokee princess. And that's something I've never said because as long as I've been growing up, I've never heard that fucking phrase until I, like, got into Instagram and TikTok. It's like, I ain't never heard nobody ever say, I'm a Cherokee princess or any of that shit, or my grandmother's Cherokee princess. That was new hat to me. But then I kept hearing it over and over on all of social media, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't tell people I'm Cherokee. And then I got scared that I wasn't Cherokee, and I'm still scared that I'm not Cherokee. I'm scared that I might actually be Chickahominy, and that might be where it drops. But see, as far as my mom's mom goes, she's supposed to be Cherokee. So, yeah, there's some strange shit going on there. Now, as far as my dad's go, according to my Aunt Ruth, it's supposed to be Cherokee. And now I'm going to give you some fucked up ass shit, because I have been doing my studying. So, apparently, a lot of the tribes on the East Coast were forced off their spots, which includes Cherokee. Alright? Now, Chickahominy is in Charlestown, which is where my great-grandmother Ada, Wallace Ford, is buried. Where my grandmother Bay Clara Ford Williams, is in Smithfield. Alright? So she's in Smithfield, Virginia. I do not know how this worked, but I do know that Ada got buried at home in 1983. Clara Bay got buried in 2008 in Smithfield, which I guess they considered that to be her home, and I guess all of her children, my dad's siblings, decided they wanted to be able to go see her. And then my Aunt Mur died, and my Uncle Tyrone died, and they were husband and wife, so they're there. My Uncle Bruce died, he's there. My Uncle Robert recently passed, he's in Alabama. So his body's not coming back to Smithfield. Alright? So at the loss of all of those, my dad's in an urn. So at the loss of all that, I did research on Charles City. Charles City does not have a Cherokee reservation. They have a Chickahominy reservation. So I need to reach out to them. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to write this note because I don't know what to do. So I think I'm going to just type it and print it out at work and then go from there. But, I mean, it's just the concept of trying to get information. I got to find the Dawes records. I got to find out if my grandmother was a $5 Indian or if she was like a blooded native and removed from the tribe, all that shit. But anyway, Cherokee were removed from Virginia to Oklahoma, along with like 7 or 8 other tribes out of Virginia. Now, the federally recognized tribes, I guess they stayed or whatever, because Charles City got the Chickahominy reservation. And if you go through Richmond, you know you have the Tappahannock and the Rappahannock. And I'm like, okay. So I'm confused as fuck. But the reason why I didn't think we was Cherokee was because of the Trail of Tears. And when I checked out all noted reservations in Virginia, Cherokee's not there. Cherokee is in Oklahoma. And this is what caused the problem with me and the BIA. It's like, well, if I'm Cherokee and I'm in Virginia, how the fuck am I supposed to contract the Cherokee in Oklahoma to find out if I'm actually a Cherokee? So you see the problem? And then let's go back to the fact that everybody in their mama are Cherokee, or the kids of Cherokee princesses twice removed. You see the thing of why I was like, I don't think I should tell people I'm Cherokee. Even if I'm Cherokee, I really don't think I should tell people from Cherokee, just because I don't want to have to go through the, oh, let me guess, your grandmother was a Cherokee princess. No, my grandmother was definitely not a Cherokee princess. Doesn't change the fact she was Cherokee or Chickahominy, but she definitely wasn't a goddamn princess. So you understand now? Let me make sure everybody's aware of this. Cherokee is an offset of Iroquois. Chickahominy is an offset of Powhatan, according to Google. Let's do that again, because Google already let me down for the first attempt at this video. Cherokee Native Americans. Okay. Cherokee Nation homes. That is not what I'm looking for. But it does say Oklahoma, the territory. Cherokee Nation is sovereign tribal government upon settling the Indian Territory, present-day Oklahoma. Which again, that wasn't what I was looking for. Alright, so it's Google. Let's try this again. Ooh, it says where are they originally from. Alright, over 200 years ago, the Cherokee Indians were one tribe in the Indian Nation, and they lived in southwest parts of what is now United States. During the 1830s and the 1840s, the period of the Indian Removal Act, many Cherokee were removed to the southwest to move west territories in the state of Oklahoma. Alright, what are the 3 Cherokee tribes? Alright, there are only 3 federally recognized Cherokee tribes: Cherokee Nation of the United States, Keetoowah Wild Band of Cherokee Indians, both Tala. I cannot pronounce that shit, y'all. I'm just gonna spell that shit. Tahe. I misspelled that. I'm sorry. Tahlequah, an Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians in North Carolina. Alright, notice it don't say shit about Virginia, right? Alright, don't say shit about Virginia. How do I know I have Cherokee blood? I need to call this number. I'm gonna need to write this motherfucking number down. Thank y'all for this. Cherokee Heritage Center and Genealogy, available assistant research Cherokee ancestry for a fee. Call and visit the Cherokee.org if you are future genealogy assistants. Muskogee Public. Okay, I still need to write that shit down. As I know, once I click this bitch away, it's gonna be gone, and I ain't gonna remember that shit because my memory is just that goddamn bad. I'll write this on my DMV paper so I know not to get rid of it. Totally misspelled it. Look right at it and misspelled that shit. T-H-E-R. Okay. E. Oh, shit, scroll down. C, enter. Call. 918 456 6007. So I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know there was a number you could call. Oh, I might want to write that down too. CherokeeHeritage.org. www. My handwriting is so sloppy right now. .org. I'm gonna look into that. But that ain't what I was looking for. Alright. Where does Cherokee DNA come from? And this some shit. Cherokee tested had high levels of DNA markers associated with Berber, Native Egyptians, Turk, Lebanese, and Hebrew, and I don't know what the hell this word is. Genetically, they are more Jewish than typical American Jewish ancestry. Now that sounds like a crock of shit. But okay, I got it from Google. So if anybody comes at me, I got it from Google. Alright? What did the Cherokee call themselves? The Cherokee Nation calls themselves, they refer to themselves as ANIYVWIYA, meaning the real people. And the other way you spell that is a different word. It says ANIGADUWAGI or KITUWAH. Now see, that's a lot of shit to look into, and then y'all wonder how reconnecting journey. The Cherokee Indian have blue eyes. There are a tribe who had plenty of blue-eyed individuals from after colonization, such as the Lumbees and the Cherokees, because those tribes lived in close contact with Caucasians. Community learned later, larger than intermarital frequently before colonization had a chance. Yeah, about that. I did a video about that might be probably possibly Cherokee because you know, Cherokee got around. All right, I just want to point that out. Cherokee got around, and we're not gonna touch that. So I'm gonna Google this and see what happens. Are Cherokee related to the Iroquois?
According to Encyclopedia, Cherokee is part of the Iroquoian language family. Today, the Iroquois are a group of 6 tribes living in the Great Lakes region of the United States and Canada.
You're not gonna finish it? You know, linguists say that at some time around 3,500 years ago, the Cherokee people lived there as well. Okay, let's go with Chickahominy. Chickahominy. That bitch gave me some dude. Nevin something. Musical artist. Hi, Nevin. I'm pretty sure I fucked your name up. Chickahominy tribe. Alright, Chickahominy tribe. The people course the ground, course pound corn. If I'm Chickahominy, that would explain the corn pancakes. And that's new because they apparently wear hairdressers. Alright. Oh, hold on. Chickahominy Indian tribe logo 8-2 on the Scott County Road, Purvis Forge, Virginia. I have no idea what that is, but I'm probably going to have to write that down. Let's see. CHICKAHOMINY 804 829 2027. Now think about that is that what is Chickahominy tribe known for? Chickahominy tribe is known for coarse ground corn people among the numerous I can't say that. It looks like Algonquin. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna spell it out for y'all. ALGONQUIAN. Speaking the tribes had long occupied Tidewater area. They had led in the Mongi and great men who were part of the Council of Elders and Reserve. Alright, where does the Chickahominy live? Charles City. Yeah, I mentioned that at the beginning of this video. Chickahominy tribe in a state of federally recognized Indian tribe located 110 acres in Charles City, midway between Richmond and Williamsburg. I'm going to have to go there. What language does Chickahominy speak? There are 3 diverse groups divided into the language groups of Iroquois. Oh boy. Siouan, and that damn A word that I spelled before, Algonquin. These languages are separated by the territories of Iroquoian people who live southern parts of Virginia. The Siouan above Virginia fall lines, and the in the coast of Virginia. All right, does the Chickahominy tribe still exists? Over 850 people are enrolled in the Chickahominy tribe. 5 miles of Chickahominy. I'm gonna have to call them. All right, what is the biggest tribe in California? I don't live in California, but if I move there, I'll need to know. What is the meaning of Chickahominy? Coarse ground corn people. I fucking hate corn. If Ada and Bay are Chickahominy, this would explain those motherfucking pancakes that I was forced to eat as a child. Yes, I have corn in my pancakes, alright? Don't give me a hard fucking time. What was the Powhatan tribe from? The Powhatan tribe people may refer to as indigenous, that damn long ass A word, people who are traditionally from eastern Virginia. Of all the Powhatan tribes for the Powhatan Conference. Alright, now we're going to do one last thing so I can end this shit. Are the Chickahominy from the Powhatan tribes?
According to Chickahominy Indian tribe, like other Algonquins in this area, the Chickahominy are often called Powhatan Indians. However, our villages were always independent, never under the control of Chief Powhatan, known to his people as Wahunsunakak.
So, I'm either going to be an Iroquois and a Cherokee, or I'm either going to be a Chickahominy or a Powhatan. Can't wait to get this done. I really can't. This shit's been killing me for a long time, y'all. I love being part Native. Don't get me wrong, but when I started my indigenous reconnecting journey, the military guy that got me on this shit never told me how damn difficult this shit was gonna be. So now I have to go and make phone calls and shit to find out how do I get in touch with these people to find out my great grandmother. She got buried in Charles City. So we're gonna start there. I've been meaning to do it for months, but I was trying to graduate from school, so that's kind of a little bit more important. And then GalaxyCon came up, which was kind of a little bit more important. I know I should be ashamed for saying that, but I do know that I'm part Native. I just don't know what fucking tribe I'm from. And if they want to take me back in as a Chickahominy, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll be Powhatan. I'll take it. But the only way I'll take it is if they let me be known as Echo Fang Grey Wolf. And I will tell them, yo, for the tribe, I have a name that I have chosen because it actually came to me. And it literally did come to me. I do not know how to explain that to y'all. And no, it wasn't my great-grandmother. And no, it wasn't my grandmother. But it came to me. So just leave it at that. And so I joke about it all the time where I say, echo, the echoes of the past strike like the fangs of a gray wolf. That's kind of how it came to me. So I joke about it, but it literally did come to me. Okay, so now that I took 30 minutes of 251 people's time, I am so sorry. I am really sorry. But now you know how much my indigenous culture means to me, and why I refuse to let a small rebel band of black people tell me that my native culture is not native. So that being said, I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Thank you guys for giving me your time. Thank you. Enjoy your Friday night. I am sorry that there was no Friday night live for TikTok or Instagram, and it's because it was raining today. No, literally it's calling for rain for the whole weekend. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I will figure something out. It just won't be properly martial art wise. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed weekend. And long live the native fire.